Hello everybody, it's Cheri again from the Yoga Shala. Nice to be with you today. I'd like to guide you through a little awakening flow. You can practice this class anytime during the day when you feel like you need to get onto your mat. Let's begin. We'll start in Virasana. So by taking a block, bolster, and or a pot from your home, come and sit on a block so that your sitting bones are supported. Unless, of course, you can get your sitting bones right down to the floor and your knees still stay down. And then close your eyes and begin to feel. Just starting from the soles of your feet, feel the tops of your feet supported down and into the surface of your mat. Feel the shin bones dropping. Bring your awareness to the base of your sitting bones and allow the base of your sitting bones to drop onto the support beneath you. Gently bring your awareness to the lower abdomen and draw it gently in towards your spine and lift it up towards your heart center, your sternum. Allow the chest to elevate, the collarbones are wide. Take a slow, deep inhalation, filling up your lungs, starting to expand through the breath body. With each inhale, expanding and opening. With each exhale, allow the shoulder blades to slide down your back and settle into your body. Becoming deeply focused on your breath now. Use the breath as a meditation, a mantra, just to keep your mind moving inwards. During this time of anxiety and unease, we can use our breath during our yoga practice to keep the focus inward. Quiet the mind, and then move the body. Create energy and light, and be with yourself for even just a few moments. Slow, deep inhalation, draw the breath into the body. Slow, equal exhalations, empty out. Bring your hands into Namaste and rest your thumbs at your breastbone. Just bringing that tactile awareness from the backs of your thumbs on the center of your chest as you move your mind down and into the center of your heart. Join me with one mental centering. Inhaling, bring your hands up next to your ears, fingers are together, the hands are slightly cupped. And setting the intention of gathering all of the mind, the senses, the chatter. Gather all of your thoughts. Secure them. Take a deep inhale. Exhaling, move your hands into Namaste in front of your eye line, sealing your thoughts, your mind. Inhale. Exhaling, drawing your hands down into your heart center, moving your mind with intention down into your heart, where your true self lies. Feel gratitude. Feel appreciation. And with humility, allow this practice to serve you. Enjoy, everyone. Gently releasing your hands back down onto your lap, open your eyes, lift your head. We'll start with the opening series. It's an inhale, reach the arms out and up, stretch up, reach up. Interlace your fingers above your head. As you exhale, press the palms of your hands up and drop your chin in towards your chest. You're stretching strongly through the arms, lifting up and out of the waist. Become long through your side body. Drop your head in towards your chest so you're opening up the back of your neck. Take a deep inhale. Exhaling, stay there. Releasing your hands out to the sides of the room, stretch your arms until they land back into your laps. Take a deep inhale. Exhaling, twist to your right. Take your left hand across to the outside of your right thigh. Right hand comes behind you. Inhale, lengthen up through the front of your body. Exhale, look over the shoulder. Inhaling, change sides, just swivel, allowing the sitting bones and the hips to stay down and forward. Inhale, lengthen chest up. Exhale, shoulder blades down your back, look over your shoulder. Inhaling, come back to center. Come off of our Virasana and just bring your legs out in front for a moment and pumping your quadriceps a few times. Just allow the blood flow to come back into the soles of your feet. And then changing into Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together and begin to unlock the energy that's been maybe collecting in the groins and around your hips. Press the soles of your feet together. As you activate this energy through the soles of your feet, feel the release and the energy traveling out the inner thighs towards your knees. Rather than trying to press the knees to the floor, I want you to think about lengthening your knees away. Deep inhaling and exhaling. Keep the belly drawn in and up towards your sternum, shoulder blades down your back. Inhaling, exhaling. Let's float our feet open here. So keep the pinky toe edge of your feet together, and as you open the toe mounds away from one another. Again, just accentuating that action that's coming from the hip socket. Continuing to externally rotate your thighs in the sockets, opening up the groins even more. Maybe one day all 10 toenails will be flat on your mat. Take one more breath, deep inhale. Stay for the exhale. And then very slowly closing the feet, take your hands and help close the knees. And then everyone will come over into a child's pose. So we're moving your block out of the way, but keeping it handy for our standing poses. Toes come together, knees are as wide as your mat, and I want you to lengthen your body down towards your mat. Stretch your fingertips away from your armpits. Come up high onto the fingertips. And I want you to press your fingertips forward as you lengthen your hips back. Maybe draw the forehead down onto your mat. Keep working through the action of pressing the arms away, hips sink back. Allow the shoulders to be soft and coming down the back body, with a gentle lift up the front of the body and out through the crown of your head. Inhaling, exhaling, sink. Walking yourself back up, we'll come to a table pose or all fours. The hands are just underneath the shoulders with the wrist creases underneath the armpits. And the knees are hip width apart or just underneath the hips here. Tailbone is back, crown of head is forward. Allow the shoulders to sink into your sockets. Moving through Marjarasana, cat and cow. Take an inhale, drop the belly, lift the sternum, turn your gaze to look up towards your forehead. Exhaling, draw your pubic bone forward, shoot the back of your body up towards the ceiling, and then tuck your chin in towards your chest. Inhale, come forward. Exhaling, in and up we go, cat spine. Again, inhale forward. Exhaling, cat spine. Come back to center. Moving into our downward facing dog. Bring your hands one hand length forward. Set strong foundation through the palms of your hands. Tuck your toes. Inhaling, exhaling, lift your hips up and back, coming into downward facing dog. Bend your knees deeply and allow your belly to come onto the tops of your thighs. And then elevate, lift your hip bones up a little higher, your sitting bones, and then slowly, as you keep the sitting bones where they are, straighten the legs and drop the heels down towards the floor. Then I'd like you to pay attention to the connection on the palm of your hand, particularly through the first finger mound. And I'd like you to draw the energy from the first finger mound up the sides of your body and all the way into your inner sitting bones. And then bring your awareness to your pinky finger mound.
And I'd like you to draw that line up the outer arms, the outer side of the spine, and all the way out to the outer sitting bones. So it's almost like you're creating a train track. Two parallel lines of energy moving from your hands all the way up the arms, the spine, and out through your sitting bones. Spread your shoulder blades and wrap your outer armpits in. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Inhaling, look forward. Exhale, step your right foot forward. We'll come into a low lunge here. Drop the left knee, untuck the toe. Fingertips will stay down on either side of the front foot for now. First, get your foundation. Have your right knee directly over top of your right ankle. So if you have room there, wiggle the right foot forward and then press the shin bone forward. The right hip stays back and into its socket, and then drop your left thigh down and in towards the mat. Take a deep inhale, draw the belly in towards your spine, lift your sternum, roll your shoulder blades down your back, and look up. Again, inhale, lift through the front body. Exhale, drop the back body. Take another inhale. Exhaling, tuck your back toes, set the hands down, and step back to your downward facing dog. Again, finding the connection from the inner finger mound and the outer finger mound all the way up through the sides of your spine and out through your sitting bones. Inhale, look forward. Exhaling, step your left foot forward, drop your right knee, untuck the toe. Again, create as much space as you can through the front of your hip flexor here. Keep moving the left ankle forward as the left knee comes into alignment over top. Sink the right hip down, fingertips stay down. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulder blades down the back, look up. Inhale, up the front of your body. Exhale, down the back. One more breath, inhaling. Exhaling, tuck your toe, step back, downward facing dog. Deep connection through the hands and the feet. Keep lifting the sitting bones away from your head. Again, inhaling, look forward. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Again, come into your low lunge. Set your foundation here. We're going to move into a gentle twist. Keep the left hand down next to the right foot. Begin to turn your torso and your navel to the right inner thigh. Lift your right arm. Again, keep dropping the hips forward. Lift the base of the belly in and up towards your sternum and reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Keep the fingers together so that you're moving the energy straight out through the fingertips. Inhaling, crown of head moves forward. Exhaling, drop the tailbone. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, turn, place the hand down, and step back to your downward facing dog. Inhaling, look forward. Exhale, step the left foot forward, drop the right knee. Low lunge twist on this side. Right hand stays down this time. Left torso, belly button, wraps and moves towards the left side body. Inhaling, crown of head reaches towards the front of the guru. Exhale, rotate. Fingers are strong and together. Strong legs, strong arms, reach, move the energy through your body. Inhale, exhale, set the hand down, step back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, look forward. Exhale, step forward and land in the deep forward fold. Bend your knees a lot so that the top of your belly is on top of the thighs here. Allow the neck to soften and turn your gaze down and in towards your knees or up and into your abdomen. So allow the crown of your head to completely release towards the floor. Move all of your weight more into the balls of your feet. Allow the sitting bones to move away from your head. Leaving the knees nicely bent, this will help to keep any pull on the pelvis and coming into any pain in the lower lumbar. Bring your fingertips down, please, to either side of your toes. Inhaling, stretch the spine forward, coming into a flat back. Keep all your weight forward. Exhale, forward fold. We'll do that again. Inhale, stretch the sternum forward. Keep the knees bent to help the back, lower back stay in neutral. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale, reach the spine forward, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. This time, coming skyward, either bringing the arms forward or out to the side. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Take a look at your thumbs. Exhale, draw your hands down into your heart center and pause. Release your hands down and come to stand in Tadasana. Your big toe mounds are touching. Your inner ankles are slightly moving away from one another. Now rock your weight into your heels as you allow the thigh bones to come directly perpendicular to the floor. Hips over knees, knees over ankles. Activate your quadriceps, make them strong. And then take the lower abdomen and draw it in towards the body and gently lift it up towards your sternum. Slow breaths in and out, and then drop your shoulder blades down your back. We're going to move through 2 rounds of classical sun salutation. Just follow along. Bring your hands, please, back into Namaste. Inhaling, reach your arms up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, reach the sternum forward. Exhaling, step your right foot back. You're coming into low lunge. Drop the knee, untuck the toe. Take a breath here. Inhale, stretch the spine forward, look up. Exhaling, press your hands down and come to plank pose. Strong arms. Press your heel bones away as you lengthen the crown of your head forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees and elbows and bring your chest and chin down to the floor. Inhale, slide forward, low cobra. Bring a widening to the front of your shoulders here. Exhale, drop your head. Inhale, full cobra. Press into your arms, lift the belly, draw your shoulder blades down your back. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, look forward. Exhale, step the right foot through. Drop the back left knee, untuck the toe. Inhale, reach the chest forward. Inhale. Exhaling, step forward, coming into our forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhaling, reach the arms forward and up. Come all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down through heart center and pause. Left side. Inhale, reach. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, spine reaches forward, flat back, look forward. Exhaling, left leg this time. Step your left foot back, untuck the toe. Low lunge, inhale, reach the chest up. Exhaling, plank pose. Stay for a breath, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees and elbows, chest, chin, come to the floor. Inhale, slide into low cobra. Exhale, drop your chin. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, back up, downward facing dog. Inhaling, look forward. Exhale, step the left foot forward, low lunge on this side. Drop the right knee, untuck the toe. Inhale. Exhaling, step forward into our forward fold. Inhaling, coming skyward. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, place the hands, step back to your downward facing dog. Inhaling, look forward again. Exhale, this time step the right foot forward and come all the way up to your warrior one. Maybe straighten the front knee at first. Really set the foundation through the back leg. Press that back left heel bone down and then bend strongly, deeply into the front right knee. Take the arms up by your sides. Biceps are squeezing your ears. Bring your hands together above your head. Interlace your thumbs. Take a deep inhale. Lift the front of your body. Maybe coming into a slight back bend as you curve and look up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the hands together in namaste so the energy is flowing right out through the tips of your fingers. Inhaling. Exhale, sink through the back heel, but keep the front knee bent deeply. Slowly straighten up both legs. Take your hands down and onto either side of your hips. Tap the left foot in just a little bit. Coming into pyramid pose or Parshvottanasana. Both legs and feet are facing forward, hip points are moving forward. Keep your hands on your waists here. Take a deep inhale, reach up the sternum. Exhaling, forward fold. Hips are moving back, crown of head is moving forward. Bring your torso parallel to the floor. Feel a nice activation and stretch through this front right hamstring. But keep the weight moving back through the left heel bone. Inhale. Exhale, maybe hinge over a little further, keeping the sternum lifted. Keep the gaze forward. Again, another breath. Exhaling, maybe folding a little deeper, bringing your hands down to the floor. Or if you've got blocks nearby, you can bring your blocks to either side. Just allowing the floor to come up a little closer to you. And then work through the back of the right hamstring here. Settle into the legs. Use the breath to be strong in the body. Move the energy down and into the heels. Lifting the quadriceps so that you're not just lengthening through the backs of the legs, you're actually working the fronts of the legs here as well. Toning through the sides of your waist. Take a deep inhale. Stay there for the exhale. Inhaling, preparing to come up, bring your hands onto your hips, and then reach the torso back up. Take the arms all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, let's place our hands down onto the mat and step back to our downward facing dog. We're using downward facing dog as that point of pivot, where we can move from our standing poses back through downward dog. Inhaling, look forward. Exhale, step the left foot forward. This time, come into your warrior one on this side. Bend into the front knee. Allow the left hip to keep moving back as the right hip moves forward. The back right heel doesn't need to be coming to the floor at this time. If you need to keep that heel up a little bit to make more space in the hips, do so. Bend into the front knee. Arms reach up next to your ears. Sandwich the energy into the palms of your hands as you shoot the hands up towards the ceiling. Stretch strongly through your back right leg as you bend into your left knee. Belly button comes in towards your spine. Inhale, lift the sternum, shoulder blades down your back, and turning this into a gentle back bend. Inhale, keep reaching up. Exhale, settle into the legs. Another breath here. Strong, stable warriors. Slowly straighten up the legs. Bring your hands down to your waist for balance. Tap that right foot in just a little bit. Straight legs here. Active quadriceps. Pull the quadriceps up. Unlock the energy in the buttocks. So soften through the back body. Hands are on your waist. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, hinging forward, leading with the front body. Leave the sternum moving and pressing forward as your torso comes parallel to the floor. Now you'll start to feel that stretch into that left hamstring, but keep the energy locked into that back right heel. Inhale, belly draws gently in and up towards your chest. Exhale, hinge forward a little further. Using and working your breath, slowly, continuing to hinge forward until maybe you can get your hands down to the floor or to blocks. Without rounding the upper body here, I want you to keep this flat back so you're never turning the head and looking down and in just yet. That's a different version of this pose. I want us to stay active in the backs. Almost like squeezing the shoulder blades together here so that the chest and the sternum keeps moving forward. Deep inhale. Exhale, sink just that little bit deeper. Take another breath here. Staying for the exhale. Preparing to come up. Inhaling, bring your hands to your waist and bring your chest skyward. Arms can lift. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands come down. Step back to your downward facing dog. Step back to your home. And again, take a moment to reconnect those points from the hands and down into the sitting bones. As you take the energy from your first finger mound up through the center of your spine and out into your inner sitting bones. And then the pinky mound again draws up the outer edge of the spine and then to the outer edge of the sitting bones. Keep lifting the sitting bones away from your head and press through your hands, lengthening through the sides of your waist. Inhaling, look forward. Exhale, let's step both feet forward and come into forward fold. Inhale, let's come skyward all the way up, reach up. Exhale, bring our hands down into heart center and pause. We're going to reorientate our space, or where we are on our mats. You're going to come and stand in the center of your mat now. Taking a couple blocks, if you have them, and or those pots at your home, or whatever you have found to help support you during your practice. Come and stand in Tadasana in the center of your mat. We're going to work laterally now down our mats. You'll bring your hands into what's called jumping position. The fingertips come together and the elbows reach away from you. Inhale. Exhale, step the feet wide apart. 4.5, almost 5 feet apart here. And then begin to turn your right leg 90 degrees so it's pointing straight out from your mat. And then spin your left heel out so that the foot's at about 15 degrees. And then check that your heel and arch alignment is there. Activate your quadriceps, so make your legs strong. The belly continuing to draw in towards your spine and gently lift it up towards your chest. Shoulder blades down your back, lift your arms. Moving to Trikonasana. Inhaling, reach your right arm forward. As you exhale, bring your right hand down to the block or the floor. Allowing to keep the spine lifted here. So you're anchoring through your back left heel bone. Move the energy up the inner side of your left leg here. Draw the energy up the inner leg. And then maybe lift the top left arm up towards the ceiling. Triangle pose. The crown of your head is reaching towards the front of the room where your right toes are going. And keep spinning your left side body, left rib cage up and open towards the ceiling. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, stay. And then using the back heel and maybe your inner left thigh, as you inhale, move your inner left thigh back so that you can move yourself up. Staying with the legs as they are, let's come into Warrior Two. Bend into your right knee. Bend into the right knee so that the right knee becomes stacked over top of the right ankle. Keeping the arms strong and moving away from the midline of your body. Piercing your gaze just beyond your right fingertips. Strong, stable warriors. Settle into the legs, strong legs, as though you're moving your heel and arch towards one another. Create the energy coming up through the center of your body, right up through the crown of your head. And then as you exhale, settle in and shoot the energy through the fingertips. Inhaling, exhaling. And then slowly straighten the leg. Let's turn our feet again to face forward and shift to the other side. Now the left leg turns 90 degrees, right toes turn in. Get strong in your legs. Activate your quadriceps. Draw the belly in and up, and then lift your arms. Inhale, preparing for Trikonasana on this side. Move the hands forward, hips shoot back, and then bring your hand down to that block on the outside of your left leg. Right arm comes up towards the ceiling. Inhale, continue to spiral the right side body up and away without collapsing through the left underside. So you're taking the energy from the inner edge of your left foot, from the ankle all the way up into the groins, and then move that energy out and down through the back of your body, down through that right heel. Inhaling, exhale.
Inhaling, use your right arm to help bring you up. Warrior two, bend into the left knee. Widen the stance if you have more space here. We never want this front knee to come over the ankle, so move the legs and make space. Inhaling, looking over the front fingers. Keep the sides of your waists long. So you're reaching up and out of the pelvis, through to the armpits out to your fingers. Inhaling. Exhale. Straightening up your left foot, bringing both feet to face forward, spinning the outer edges of your heels out just a little bit. We're going to prepare for a wide-legged forward fold. Hands come onto your waist. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, hinge forward. Sit your hips back. But now, move your weight into the balls of your feet. Maybe bring your hands down to the floor in front of you, or if those blocks are nearby, you just bring them forward and bring your hands down to blocks. Keeping the hands and wrists underneath the armpits. Maybe here you can begin to drop the head down and in. Allow the crown of your head to fall towards the floor. Keep the weight moving into the balls of your feet and feel this wonderful stretch through the inner groins. You can even feel this through the outer shin bones. I want you to press into the outer edges of your feet so you're not collapsing onto the inner arches. Lift the inner arches. Inhaling and exhaling, settling into our pose. Inhaling, prepare, we'll come up. So bring your hands again underneath your shoulders. Next is changing your hands onto your hips. Inhale, draw the torso all the way back up. Take the hands out wide, and then slowly heel-toe or jump the feet back together. Once you're back in standing, come into Tadasana once again. Stand in the center of your mat and feel the energy that you've created through the base of support through your legs. Feel that energy moving right out through the crown of your head. Turning to face back to the front of your mat. We'll just move through a few half sun salutations to move our way back down to the floor. Hands come into Namaste. Take an inhale. Exhale, drop your chin and look at your chest. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, take the arms and wrap them around your back. Straighten your arms away, lift the chest, inhale. Exhale, dive forward, take those arms over top. Inhale, set the hands down. Exhaling, let's place our hands down onto the floor, step back into our downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths in our downward facing dog. And then slowly coming down to our child's pose. Wide knees, toes together, sink the hips back and move the arms forward. Coming into your child's pose. Settling the breath. Keep the mind moving inwardly as you stretch your arms forward and settle your hips back. We're going to move through a little bit of twist through our child's pose here. I'd like you to take your right hand now and bring it to the outside edge of your right knee, and then take your left hand to the top right corner of your mat. So already here, you're going to start to feel a nice stretch and opening through that left armpit, through the side of your arm, all the way to the palm of your hand. Turn, and I want you to look at your inner elbow here, your right inner elbow, so that the neck and your spine are all moving in the same direction. Inhale, lengthen the left arm forward. As you exhale, press into your right hand and begin to pivot and move your belly button, your navel, towards your inner right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate. Inhaling, exhaling, rotate. Keep the hips sitting back, stretching through the right arm. Left arm. Inhale, come back to center. So walk those fingers up forward, take a breath in neutral, and then switch to the other side. Now you're taking your left hand to the outside of your left knee, come into that very strong bent elbow with the left side. Reach the right arm forward,
Stretching through the outer armpit of the right side. Inhaling, reach your right arm away. Exhaling, press into your left hand as you pivot and turn your belly towards your left inner thigh. Inhaling is lengthening. Exhaling, you're rotating and pivoting. One more breath. Inhale, come back to center. Take 2 more breaths in your child's pose. And feel, have you gained more length? Can I drop my chest even further towards the floor? Feel and recognize. And then very slowly, let's bring ourselves back up. And let's come into Sukhasana. That's our cross-legged position. Now, I'd also like to suggest that if sitting in a cross-legged position, you tend to hunch the upper back. You can maybe take a block or a bolster, even a rolled blanket or towel, place it underneath your sitting bone, just to help keep the spine nice and long. We're going to move through 2 rounds of a forward fold here. And each fold will change the leg direction so that you get the experience from both hips. Inhale, draw the belly in towards your spine, lift it up towards your sternum. Exhaling, I want you to begin to walk your fingertips forward, coming through this gentle seated forward fold. Let's stay high up onto our fingertips today. So instead of hunching forward, I only want you to come to a point where you can sustain a nice straight flat back here. Inhaling, keep lifting your sternum. Exhale, sit the hips back. And if you gain more space as you work through this pose, maybe walk the fingertips forward a little more. Maybe eventually coming onto flat hands. Inhaling. Exhaling. Can you go a little deeper? At some point, you can begin to drop your head down and in towards your chest. Just allow the neck to soften. Depending on which leg you have in front of you out further away, this is the hip that you're going to feel a bit of a stretch in. Take another breath out here in the fold. And then activate the hands once again and begin to walk yourself back up. And then let's change legs. So if the left leg was in close, you're just going to switch. So now you're bringing the opposite heel in towards the groins. We're not crossing the bones here. We're literally lying the legs one in front of the other. Okay. Inhaling, prepare. Lengthen up the spine. Exhale, walk the hands forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhaling, lengthen. Exhaling, fold. Once you've reached your limit, your place, then you can drop and soften the head down and in. And then soften into the outer thigh. Use your breath to move it into the tissues that are talking to you the loudest. Where are you holding the tension? And then use your breath to soften that space. Very slowly bringing the hands back into activation and then walking yourself back up. We're going to switch now and come onto our backs. And just roll yourself down onto your mat, coming all the way down. Bring your knees in towards your chest. And maybe just giving yourself a little hug, a little rock from side to side. We're going to move in through a gentle spinal twist here. Keep the knees nice and close in towards your chest. And then I want you to slowly, please, roll over to your right side. Come right on over to your right shoulder. And take your right arm straight out from underneath you, palm facing up. The knees are stacked, the shins are stacked, and the feet are stacked. And then very gently and slowly, you can begin to open up your left arm. If for some reason this left arm just feels unnatural hanging out there, you can always take a little rolled blanket or towel, place it underneath the shoulder blade, or you can simply bend the elbow and bring the hand onto your outer rib cage here. What I do want you to start to feel, though, is this gentle twist and opening through the mid-back of our bodies. So if this is bringing you any pain or discomfort in the lower lumbar, I'd like you to move your knees closer towards your chest and allow your hips to get more stacked. And then settle in and breathe. Taking another breath here. Gently bring your arms back over. Come onto that right side. And then roll like a little ball onto your backs once again. Preparing to switch to the other side. Keep the knees nice and close to you. And then roll over onto your left side. Stacking the knees, the ankles, and the feet. And then maybe opening up this right shoulder. Again, supporting yourself through your home practice as best you can. Know that this practice is merely, specifically for you. Always working from a humility and from a place of gratitude. It doesn't matter what the shape looks like, it's more what it feels like. And I want you to be able to come to a quiet place where you can breathe and feel as though that you're moving the tension within you, giving yourself some care. Inhaling, prepare, bring your arm back over, and then slowly once again coming onto your backs. Taking any last movements that you need on your backs, circling the knees. If some of you feel like you're creating a happy baby, taking the feet up towards the ceiling, holding onto the outside edges of your feet and drawing the knees down into the body, rocking from side to side. Or just staying into that little ball, keeping that little hug. The back of your neck is long, so the chin is just gently moving in towards the midline of your body. And then when you're ready, everyone, you'll take yourself into your version of Shavasana. The legs will go long down your mat if this is what you choose, and the arms are down by your sides with the palms facing out. Some of you may want to bring the soles of your feet together and take the outer edges of your knees out towards the sides of your mat in a Baddha Konasana. And then support in any way that you need, under the legs, under the knees. At this time, if you have blankets or a bolster that you'd like to use, please go and get that, and then settle in to your mat. Once you've created that space for yourself, feel heavy. Allow gravity to take over, holding you. Take a slow, deep inhalation through your nose. And exhaling, drop onto the surface of your mat, melting away. We'll stay here for several moments. When it's time to come up, I will guide you back up. Enjoy.
Always nurture, love, and take care of yourself. Make time to tend to your own mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. When you're doing well, you will do well in life, for yourself